Eccentric here, doing part 2 of the last session that I had in the last video. And as that video was going on too long, I have to break it up in parts because there was quite a bit of vintage jewellery that I'm unboxing. Now, I did start with a box, but it came in such a big jumbled mess that we had to actually take time to untangle the whole lot. So instead of actually picking out of the box, I've got it all spread out before me, and we'll just continue on showcasing what we got in the next vintage lot of jewellery that I bought as a bulk. Yesterday I had some really nice stuff that did come up, but was really disappointed as there was supposed to be a special designer piece that was included in the box. It was actually Italian jewellery, and Italian jewellery can be absolutely beautiful. The design is over there, but they can actually be worth a fair bit of money. So there's a hint for you if you're looking for jewellery. So I've just contacted the seller. She cannot find it anywhere, so if she can't find it anywhere in the next couple of days, she'll be giving me a refund. But I'm absolutely bummed out on that one. Really devastated because I was so excited about that piece. It was a particular designer on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember it. I was just really disappointed, and it's a little dampener on this big reveal that I've got before me now. Anyway, there was some nice pieces. So I did come across actually I'm not sure if I showed you. I did show you. It was a Coro Craft piece. I was researching it last night, and Coro Craft and Coro is the same designer, and Coro was began I think around about 1900s or something like that, and it changed its name to a different name, Coro Craft or something like that, and then later on Coro is now known for. It was actually my first piece. If you want to see that video, that piece, you have to go back and see my last video. It was just a lovely gold bracelet, and I will be putting it up on my website, www.littlemiss-eccentric.com.au. and if you want to follow me, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram under the same name. I'll leave the link below. So just starting this session today, we're continuing on with my bulk jewellery that I did get. Now, I actually have to get all this sent to me, and I haven't actually seen any of this in person until I actually receive, and usually I don't even see it then until I'm actually unboxing before you. But as I said earlier, it was so jumbled up in a huge tangled mess that I couldn't even possibly do a video without taking up a lot of time. So picking up from yesterday's video, we'll just continue on now. So here we have like a nice, what I would describe as an autumn leaf. I could be wrong. A nice colour, and it's actually a necklace, and that's part of the pendant part of it. I'll just try to work out what's what as I go, whether something is really vintage or not. Usually you can tell by the backings of things or the clasps on things, and right now I'm actually just looking for a clasp on this necklace, which at this stage I cannot see any. So again, here we have a necklace with what I would say is a bronzy coloured leaf on it. So I'll just put that one aside and we'll continue on. Here it looks like a definite vintage long necklace. This is actually a pretty one, and in days gone by apparently they used to use seeds in jewellery making. I'm not sure if it was around about 1940s, 1950s, I'm not completely sure. But here you can see little, like, I think there might be apple seeds that's actually in the jewellery, which would have taken a bit of work to do, to thread and to put holes in. But this is actually a nice piece. While I've had necklaces like this before, just with that alone, this one's actually got lovely bead work on it as well, so a bit more detail. Very long, as you can see. Very nice piece. I'll just see if I can actually hang it on one of these mannequins. I actually have a few pieces there I just put on there before as well, so I'll let you have a look at that. Those 3 necklaces just there. That one is from, I'd say, the 1960s, 1970s, possibly the 1980s, and probably the same with that one there. And this back necklace, I wouldn't say is anything exciting at all, but yeah, they're retro pieces there. So I want to see if I can actually, whoops, there it goes. Display it on this one, see if it works. And let you look at that piece there. It's not going to stay on, which is a little model showcasing it. But you can see how it could be worn in a few different layers. And I'll just show you that up closer. Again. Lovely vintage piece of jewellery. Unless I indicate otherwise, all this will be going up on my website. Okay, here's an unusual brooch, and it's on a, not the usual kind of, what I would use to call the usual kind of backing. Well, I suppose it is. I thought it might be a safety pin kind, but it's not. This actually reminds me of a spider. I mean, look at it. Anyway, this is a little bit of jewellery that's been made and turned into a brooch. Not quite something that little Miss Eccentric would keep herself. So that might actually go in a bundle lot. Okay. What do we have here? Like I said, I've unboxed it and sorted it all out in a pile just before me, but I haven't actually examined each piece closely. So I'm actually revealing this with you and having a good look at the same time myself. So this time we just have a simple silver bracelet, and actually has a stamp on that. So once again, oh no, I'm just going to reach and get my leap, my jewellery leap. There we go. Very silver, and that's a brooch on the back of it. And I just see a stamp just there. So I'm just going to have a quick look and see if I can work it out. I should say 925. It looks like it's 925, but I could say something else altogether. Sometimes even with the jewellery loop, it really is hard to make out. I'll just open up that bit of jewellery loop that I have. This is a lifesaver a lot of times. It does say something. I have to turn it upside down the other way. No, nothing much at all. Looks like it just says metal. So it was not very exciting. Metal. So moving on, we have something sweet, really, really sweet here. Actually, I really like that piece. I love harps. I'd love to own a real harp, and so would my youngest daughter. But they're very expensive to buy, so here's a small harp brooch. It's got what appears to be diamantes in there as well. And I'm just turning it over to the back, looking at the closure. There we go. And I'll just see if there's a stamp on that one. Just grab my jewellery loop. And there's sort of a tiny little bit of mark, but might be more of a scratch than anything else. So at this stage I can actually see a stamp on there. When I edit this video, I'll probably put comments on there, what's what, whether it's stamped or not, whether it's sold or not, or whether it's available still. Undecide whether I'll keep that one or just sell it. Little Miss Eccentric likes to keep 7 pieces, and the quirkier they are, the more likely she is to keep them. Okay, this time we have a lovely little bracelet. And bracelets actually seem to sell pretty well. A lot of people do wear bracelets. Little Miss Eccentric does not wear bracelets. She'd rather wear rings on her fingers or earrings or brooches, definitely brooches. Yeah. So it's a lovely gold colour. brooch, and it appears to be like little rhinestones along there, and I'll just quickly see if there's any stamps or not. No stamps that I can see at this stage, and that's Helvig Class Bead, just in there. So they'll be going up on my website. And here we have a necklace. If I can get this wording right, lapidary stone. Nicely polished. And I would say it was 100% a real stone that's been polished up for sure. So lapidary stone pendant necklace. As to age, I would not say that it is like they say nowadays that anything 20 years old is vintage. But to me, that's not true vintage. I like things going back to 1900s to 1930s. Therefore, this one I wouldn't say is that old. But for those that love lapidary, if I'm saying that correctly, necklaces or stones, it's a fine piece of jewellery. Now we're already 11 minutes into this video. That sure went fast. So I'll probably just showcase 3 more pieces and then we'll move on to a new video. So we'll see what we have here. Okay, this one is a brooch pendant, possibly, I think. By the looks of it, you can either wear it as a brooch or a pendant, and it's sort of like a bow-shaped brooch, which is currently undone and going to stab me in a minute. And I'll just see if there's any stamps, which I cannot see any stamps on there. So that's just actually quite a long pin on the back of that too. A gold tone brooch. So for all you brooch collectors out there, I have so many brooches available on my website, but you can also buy them directly through me from my Facebook page or Instagram. So it's 1 down on this video and 2 more to go. Let's see what we have. Is that a set or is it separate? No, it looks like it's 2 separate things. Yep. So here we have once again a gold coloured brooch of a flower. And there's actually a pendant as well. Pendant. And a brooch. And lucky last, we'll see what we can find in this lot. So let's pick. Oh, okay. This caught my eye. These are sweet. Bright yellow flowers. They're actually clip-on earrings. So actually a very nice set in beautiful condition. I'll just show you the back still. The clip-ons are still there, attached beautifully. A sweet little pair. But Miss Eccentric will not keep them up. They will go to be listed. So we have many more things. We've only just covered a few things, but 11 minutes has passed, and I do like to keep my videos short and sweet. So it's actually 14 minutes past. That's how fast time goes. So I'll end this video now, and we'll catch you in the next video. So stay tuned because there's still a whole lot here to go through. See you soon. Bye.